I want to have a conversation about how we talk about politicians. And this is going to be from a federal, wide ranging viewpoint, but I want to bring it down to a local level for people here in my town and our sister town next to us. So, one of the things that I dislike about people on my side of the political aisle, the left side of the political aisle, the Democratic side, the liberal side, one of the things I dislike is when they attack people based on things that are non political because they don't like them politically. Case in point, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. Now, I despise Governor Greg Abbott. I think he is an abhorrent human being, not just a bad politician. I think he's an abhorrent human being. I think he is pure fucking scum that is an otherwise waste, as a waste of otherwise useful human DNA. He has no business being in politics and serving constituents. And if you want to say he's a piece of shit, I will stand right next to you and fight for your ability to say that. You want to say that he's an asshole, a scumbag, a cocksucker, a prick, a fascist, a Nazi, have at it. I've done all of those. But it's when people attack him because he's in a wheelchair, and we're going to get to the local level in just a moment, but when people on my side attack him because he's in a wheelchair, that's when you lose credibility, in my opinion. When you refer to Greg Abbott as Governor Hot Wheels, you show, in my opinion, the world that you're not mentally fit to have these serious adult conversations about policy differences. Attack him because of his policies. There's plenty to attack there. Attacking him because he's in a wheelchair is just... it's mentally weak. And so I see that. And people, well, Tom, Jasmine Crockett said that. Yeah, I think Jasmine Crockett, I love what Jasmine Crockett stands for. I love the way she takes people down from a political standpoint. I love the precise, data-driven points that she makes. The fact that she referred to Greg Abbott as Hot Wheels, in my opinion, makes her unfit for office. We don't have room for that in the political discourse. So now let's bring that down to a local level, because here in the state of Illinois, we have a Democratic governor that the conservatives in this state do not like. Excuse me for a moment. J.B. Pritzker. And they don't like him because of this policy. They don't like him because of that policy. They don't like him because of this issue or that issue. But then because they can't formulate the words or whatever, they go after him because he's fat. They go after him because he's heavy. Oh, he's a lard ass. He's a pig. He's a cow. He's a fat boy. He's a fat pig. Why can't you just attack him on his policy? Why do you have to attack him because of his weight? To me, that shows you're not mentally fit enough to have an adult conversation about serious policy differences. You're mentally inferior if that's what you have to attack him on. And what I find amazing is this. First, the fat people who attack him because he's fat, and believe me, there are plenty of them in this town. And just so that everybody's aware, I realize I'm fat. I'm not attacking J.B. Pritzker because of his weight. I'm saying it's wrong to. But you've got fat people in my town attacking J.D. Pritzker for being fat. Make that one make sense. But more to the point, some of you have kids and grandkids that are fat. If your kid was the fat kid in school and people were making fun of that kid for being fat, you'd be okay with it, right? Because according to you, it's okay to do that to people that you deem to be fat and disgusting. So it's okay if somebody's making fun, if somebody's bullying your kid in school for being fat, right? Your grandkid? I mean, some of you people out there, fat pig, fat loser, fat boy. What if that was happening to your grandkid in school? What if your grandkid was the kid that was a little heavyset and kids in school were making fun of him? Hey, fat boy. Hey, fat pig. You wouldn't have room to say about shit because according to you, it's okay. Right? Attack J.B. Pritzker because of his policies. If you don't like his policies, all day long, call him a prick, a Nazi, a scumbag, a fascist, a loony liberal, whatever the fucking case may be. The minute you go after the personal attacks with them, you lose all credibility. You cease to have any ability to stand on moral high ground. When having a conversation with you about politics, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with somebody that the minute they can't formulate the words, they'll go to the personal attacks. And like I said, I'm all about matching energy, right? I talk about matching energy all the time. If somebody comes into the comment section being an asshole, I'm going to treat them like an asshole. But I'm not going to match their verbiage. I mean, if somebody was going around calling somebody else a fucking retard, would you go around calling people fucking retards? Yeah, chances are you would if you make fun of somebody like J.B. Pritzker because of his weight, or if you make fun of somebody like Greg Abbott because of his handicap. For all of you people in the state of Illinois, but especially you local folks that like to make fun of J.B. Pritzker because of his weight, take a look around. Because I see you guys commenting in the local pages, and then I go through your Facebook profile and your pictures, and I see, oh, look, he's got a fat wife. Oh, look, she's got a fat husband. Oh, look, they got a fat kid. Oh, look, they got a fat grandkid. And there's nothing wrong with being fat. But it's incredibly ironic that people who have fat people around them make fun of other fat people for being fat. And I wonder what the fat people in your family think of you when they see you doing that. And if you would be okay if the fat people in your family were on the receiving end of that. What if your son was getting made fun of in school? What if your grandson was getting made fun of in school? According to you, it would be okay to make fun of them for being fat, right?